Like, you want to know how stupid the yellow lighter thing is? I was like, you go to another state, they'll tell you that about a white lighter.
Instantly, I statistically feel like it's the most lucky thing to have because people won't want it.
Yes.
That's how I thought about it, dude.
Yeah. That's why I got it. I was like, yeah, I'll bring this one out. No one's going to take it right away.
I forget his name. What's that one kid's name? Who are those two brothers, those weird brothers that used to...
Cameron and Caleb?
Oh, my God, dude. This old lady hit me up and was like, do you know Cameron? And I'm like, I know of Cameron. And she's like, he's a scammer. He's been scamming me out of money for weeks and weeks and weeks, dude. She hit me up and said, he scams me out of my pills. He scams me out of my money. And I'm like, wow. I was like, tell me what's going on. And she's like, well, I'm supposed to be moving. And he promised me that if I paid him $400, that he would help me move to this place that's only 2 minutes down the road. And he won't do it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's so funny to me. I told her, I was like, that's Cameron. I was like,
He probably doesn't remember.
probably not. No, he remembers. He's got to remember. I bet that's a daily part of his work. Like going to her house
I don't know if he remembers anything.
is him scamming pills, scamming cash, dude.
He might just be like an autopilot all the time.
That's so funny to me. But welcome to the Randy Savagery Show. Pow 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 pow. Dude, the first thing I wanted to talk about, I actually wrote this down because it was something just bothering me in general. The insurance companies in America.
I've been saying this.
Dude, it is a...
Nice. That's a completed pass. It wasn't even a good pass. That was a good catch.
Hell yeah. It's a nightmare. So like I got insurance. I got Meridian Insurance, and I went to my doctor, and I went to my primary care doctor. Ooh, intentional grounding. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know. I don't know the right terms.
That's a real term, though. That's when you purposely throw it on the ground.
Right. But I go there to my doctor, and I go and I see him, and like, so I specifically know what I want. I want a specific drug that I've taken that helps me keep my weight. And anytime I've ever been an adult and at a healthy weight, it's because I'm on this specific drug. So I know what I want, right? I go in there, I do everything he says. He's like, oh, your blood pressure is high, blah, blah, blah. Take the blood pressure medication. I take it. It makes it too low. So I take half of it. I'm perfect. I go back in, dude. He's like, you're perfect. Like, when I leave his office the first time, though, like before I took the blood pressure medication, I was like, you need to give me a referral to a doctor that will give me the drug that I want. He goes, no problem. And they give me this piece of paper. I call. They say, what is your diagnosis? I say, my diagnosis? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I was told to just call you guys and schedule. They say, we need to know your diagnosis. I run physically back inside. Give me the diagnosis. They write down obesity, hypertension. Call. What's your diagnosis? Obesity, hypertension. They say, we don't do that. I'm like, this is nuts. I literally said to him, I said, I'm not a doctor. This is nuts. I was like, you got to admit this is nuts, right? I said that to literally Mark. The guy's name was Mark. So Mark calls, and what Mark does is basically nothing, really. He made me feel good. He called me back and says, listen, I called your doctor. I talked to them. Your doctor is going to call us, and we're going to make sure that we can get you scheduled, blah, blah, blah. Days go by. I call every day. Nothing is getting done, dude. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I paid for.
I don't remember. I mean, we were having this conversation a couple months ago.
I know. But this is what I paid for. This is something in America that we are paying for. It's not free. And so eventually I find out that they won't see me because they will not see someone for that reason. And I have to find a whole new
Doctor.
Yeah, or a whole new endocrinologist, right? So I do find one. And it's on Zoom call, which is a good sign, because Zoom doctors really are quick with the right, get you out the door, you know? But I shouldn't have had to go through all that BS. All right, so also, my doctor prescribed me to this drug, and this is going to be good for the SEO, Ozempic, right? Which is a hot, trending weight loss drug for all the rich and famous people right now. Like, literally, there's diabetic people that are going without their meds. They're going without their meds because so many fat, wealthy people are getting this drug, right? So I'm prescribed to this drug, and it's like impossible to get off rip. So I go, they say, we don't have this. There's a nationwide shortage. I call the Walgreens and bleep, and they go, oh, we have 1 box left. I'm like, bet, I'm a 1 box guy. That's all I need. And they mark on there my name, but then she goes, oh, wait, hold up. Your insurance is only covering for 1 month, but this is a 2-month supply. So your doctor needs to rewrite it for 2 months. So I still can't get it, dude. I'm still in limbo on everything.
The whole medical system is destroyed. What made it great is not active anymore.
OxyContin 80s?
No, what made our system great? What made our system great was it was a capitalist system, and everybody had to compete against each other, right?
Okay.
Competition breeds innovation.
All right.
They're not competing anymore.
What do you mean?
There's a monopoly ran by a couple companies.
Is this fake news up in there?
Well, now because it's a monopoly, it's like gas, how they're all going to come together and sell to you at the same price because they talk to each other. And it actually does the opposite of drive innovation now because now they're trying to maximize profits.
Exactly. So that's what's going on. It's like the companies are like fighting with each other, but not in the margins of making better products for us.
Exactly. Like they have all of their patents they want to maximize the dollars on. They don't want to bring new stuff in yet, even if it's out there. They want to bring it in they want to milk whatever they can first.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about think about this concept of me doing this calling back and forth, back and forth. This is something that they should be doing. There's no reason why they're crappy at that. What's that about?
Who's supposed to be calling?
So in theory, right?
That's the question. Who?
The nurse who handles that phone should now call the endocrinologist on that piece of paper, say, hey, we have a patient, 30-year-old male, and, overweight, obesity, hypertension. We're going to refer him over there. And then I should get an electronic text message that says, you now have a doctor visit with endocrinologist.
This is also why the capital system is not working well, because all of these little offices are all privately owned.
They're all privately owned.
They all have individual deals with insurance reps where they make certain amounts of money for getting off, all of these meds. So, you're asking for something that people can't even get. So I'm sure they're not really prescribing that. I'm sure they're not making shit off of it, so they're not incentivized to do all that.
The Ozempic?
Yeah. And the other one that you wanted, right?
Fen.
Yeah.
I'm getting them both, by the way. You got to force your way through, ladies and gentlemen. That's one thing you do have to remember in this American capitalist society, and something I think I'm glad that I learned from a very young age. These doctors work for you. They work for me, bro.
I mean, you're not right on that, though.
I'm right.
You're actually not, because they have a private practice. They work for themselves. They decide who they want to deal with. You're a customer.
If you don't, okay. I guess you're right. Yeah,
it's like me going.
It's like me going to a steakhouse, is what I'm saying though. Like a lot of times, I feel like people when they're at a doctor's office, bro, they're kind of just like whatever the doctor says, because doctors try to present themselves like they're higher than you on some type of hierarchy of knowledge, right? They just go to WebMD. They go to WebMD out on the computer. They go to WebMD right here, and they tell you what WebMD says. And then they got a set list of stuff they know if they prescribe, they get paid more. That's all the job is. So, when they tell me, oh, I don't prescribe this at my practice at all, first off, I think that's weird.
Yeah.
That's number one, a weird thing. I think something's weird with you guys, shady. And then also, good. Bye.
Yeah, send me on.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm not going to work with you.
I'm not of the belief that doctors know way more than me most of the time, because I have spent probably time researching whatever it is exactly, that exact thing, while they just have a very broad knowledge that is only updated by drug reps.
Yeah.
That's who they get their updates from. And learn about new medications and shit. And I'm like, that means it's completely capitalized and you're not getting good info.
It's totally facts, dude. And it just makes me so angry because I feel like it didn't work like this before.
I ain't never gone to the doctor and they told me something I didn't already know. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you, but I have. But you, yeah.
If I'm sick or something.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
If there's something wrong with me when I go in there to get checked out, I'm right on what my guess was.
Oh, well, and especially if you're just sick. Sometimes I've gone in there and they just say, it's not COVID, leave.
I know. Yeah, they don't even
What's
check.
that about?
They don't ever check what we have. It's ridiculous.
It's like, it's just not COVID,
Well,
get out of here.
I do understand. Like, if you ever watched House, the show House,
Loved it.
you know, like how he always just prescribes shit and doesn't test.
All the time.
That's what they do because it's faster.
But he's right.
I know they're right too. That's my point.
They ain't right.
They're not always right because they're not all Dr. House.
You're right, though, actually. No, you're right, because
It's just more efficient method.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's not a harmful medication that's going to do any damage, you might as well just give you the medication and see if it works.
That is what they do. And I don't hate that. But when you go in there and you know what medication you want and need, and they, like, act as if, like, oh, no. Only me and God know what you need. That's where I'm like, I really hate this. Like, stop playing.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I got the internet too.
Yeah, he literally said that too, because when I came back and my blood pressure was perfect, he was like, I was like, so you're gonna prescribe me now the Ozempic, you know what I mean? That I need that rich blood stuff. And he was like, well, did you do your research? And I was like, yeah. He's like, where? And I was thinking, this is crazy, first off. And I said, WebMD. He went, all right, I'll write the prescription. I'm like, see, dude? Like, I don't know. It felt weird to me. I hate stuff like that, dude. What if I said no?
See, like me, it's like, did you do your research? Yeah. Where? Everywhere. Like, bro, I didn't look at one source. It's the worst way to get information.
I know, but I told him WebMD, baby. I should have said Infowars.com, dude.
It's like when I'm like researching anything, I'm looking all over, and whatever the broadest message you get out of all of them put together is probably the truth.
When he asked me, I said AlexJonesNetwork.com, baby.
Woo!
No, dude, it was annoying, but it was cool to see that my blood work came back perfect. I'm killing it in the blood work. That means that my cholesterol is killer. You know what I mean, dude? And a lot of people's cholesterol is not, so pretty cool.
A lot of people eat like shit.
Yeah. Yep. They do. A lot of people overeat, eat bad. They eat like poo. This was what I was gonna move on to, though. Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul, dude.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
This is Jake Paul's first real fight in my head.
It's the
like
first one.
The first one, like where I feel like he's fighting a real boxer.
Yeah.
So this is like his first real fight in my head.
And he is fighting a real boxer.
Fighting someone that's not already an old guy that's finished his career. Because that's literally all he's fought so far.
I know.
Like literally all guys that have already had the fame and stuff. So I know there's like no like drive and hunger in these guys really. Ooh. They already did it. You know what I'm saying? They are already legends. Most of them are all legends.
Yeah, he fought
previously.
He fought no real fighter.
Yeah.
Not one. I mean, I would say Tyrone Woodley, but
no, he's a wrestler by like nature. Like that's it.
I'm just saying he wasn't way past his prime. He was like 2 years past his prime.
No, so my point is not that they're way past their prime. My point is that they've already achieved a ton. Like you're not hungry like after that.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a different kind of guy that you're fighting.
But Fury,
he's out here and he's in the shadows.
He's in the shadows.
He's in the shadows of a giant.
This
so like
is the time.
So like he's got to show out. This is like his career. His career's on the line here.
I'm excited to see what happens. I don't know. Jake Paul's never lost a fight, so that's why I don't know what's going to happen. It's wild. It's wild. But I definitely don't feel that there's enough money on earth for Tommy Fury to intentionally throw this fight.
I mean, there's enough money, but I don't think there's enough money that would ever be offered.
I mean, sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure there's enough money. If it's
we got a bill for
million.
you to throw it.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Billion.
Hit me really hard. I'll throw it however you want.
But he has no like fights of notoriety. He's the youngest Fury, but he lives in the shadows of almost an old man.
I know.
You know what I mean? The guy's like 38 or something. Like, so this is like if he can bury Jake, it's a real stepping stool to become like the actual Fury that matters.
Right.
Right. Or Jake is just cemented in history, dude.
I mean, as what? As
a Disney female dog, right? A Disney female dog.
We are 15 minutes in, just so you know.
Oh, a Disney pussy, dude. A little Disney bitch who was like, hi, look at me, Nickelodeon. And then actually became like a great boxing contender.
Now you went too far, though.
Is that too far for you?
He's not a great boxing contender.
Why
He
not?
actually became a pro boxer.
But with 0 losses.
He ain't fought nobody that matters. Like, even after he fights him, he ain't fought nobody that matters in the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be a contender, you'd have to be contending for the title. Like, if he gets there, then you could say that. But he's got to get there. He's got to at least contend for the title.
The person
Like
who
being
holds
talks.
the title at his weight class?
Yes. In one of the division, in one of the fucking leagues. One of them. To
Which
be
I don't even know
considered
what
that.
it is.
To be considered what you just said. Like, because right now he's just a dude who looks to be like maybe a solid pro boxer. Like, he's not beyond, nobody's saying he's beyond average.
Well, I'm going to look up Tommy's record real quick. Let's see what Tommy's even doing out here. Mr. Fury.
Because I know, like, when you first start, everybody just fights washed up people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
So,
like he did.
So I'm expecting everybody to have a good 8 to 10 wins, undefeated practically. That's what most guys are that are trying to contend.
So Tommy Fury is 8-0
Yep.
with 4 knockouts. So he has no losses.
Like I said, all of them guys are going to be like that are, going to be relevant coming up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a contend. So you're
He's
saying
not a
that he's
contender
not even
yet.
a contender.
Because to become a contender, you get to like this level, like 8 to 10,
yeah.
and then you got to start knocking off all the other guys like you. So this would be one. For both of them, this would be one in their like hat.
Okay.
And you have to knock a bunch more off, and then you move up in the rankings, and then eventually you get to fight.
He's light heavyweight. So who's the light heavyweight champion of the world? Light heavyweight champion of the boxing world.
Yeah, I don't know either. Which is crazy.
His name is Dmitry Bivol.
Mexican?
Definitely Russian. He
Russian?
looks like one of those people.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then, so that's in the WBA. And then the WBC, it's Artur Beterbiev. And then also he holds the world the world title in the IBF. So I'd say it's Artur Beterbiev. He has 2.
Either of them. That's just how boxing
Oh, you're
is.
saying if they fought either of them.
Yeah, if you're in contention for any of those bouts.
All right, let's look up Arthur, though. Arthur
Yeah. What kind of record they got?
Beterbiev.
Let's see what type of record they got.
Beterbiev.
Oh, it's just gonna be like 37-0 or some shit.
Dang, he looks like a beast, though. He looks literally like those new UFC fighter guys. Looks just like him.
What's his record?
I'm trying to find it. Then pop right up off rip. Let's see, dude. His record. He looks just like them. It's weird. So his record is... It's just not... It doesn't show it like the other guy's easy one. His debut, his career... He's Canadian-Russian.
Canadian-Russian. It's a cold person.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not showing it as easily. They're making it. They're intentionally. Oh, my bad. Dang. It's 18-0. And it's 18 KOs.
Monster.
KOs, not TKOs. Yeah. KOs.
Monster.
Ugh. So that's who Jake. So in your mind, that's who Jake Paul has to beat to be like the best. Then he's the best, isn't he?
No, you said a contender. He has to be.
But that guy's the heavyweight champion of the world.
He doesn't have to fight him. He has to be in talks around getting a fight.
Oh, he just has to be able to get in a fight with this guy.
Yeah, or he'd be in talks even. You know what I'm saying? Where like he's discussed because
No one's even discussed this guy's around him.
No, because that would be a massacre. I'm sure that guy's probably a monster.
That's who they need to put him in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see that fight.
Wow. You want to pull up those clips, then?
Yeah.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have some savage segments. We got a few clips of you guys and us.
Which one we going with first?
The first one is that one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
On the night, if it's not good enough, so be it. And if it is good enough, then he'll win, won't he? And if he doesn't, then he doesn't win, does he?
Well, if he doesn't win, he's staying in Saudi Arabia, according to you.
He said he would anyway. He said if he doesn't win, he's never going to look at boxing again, which he wouldn't deserve to, really. I said this to somebody else in the interview. Tommy's got more to lose than Jake in this fight. Tommy's a professional boxer, and he's in his own country, and like it's like people did really expect this guy to beat Tommy. I don't know if they do or they don't, but I just feel like Tommy's got a lot more pressure on him than him, because if he loses, it's game over. But if he loses, it's like, oh well, he's a YouTube boxer who wasn't expected to win anyway. But if he wins, it's like Tommy Fury's always been dog and yada yada yada.
Yep.
So I think Tommy's got a lot more pressure on him.
And you final question, you going over, and how do you see the fight going?
I see Tommy getting him out of there in around about 5-6 rounds. I don't think it'll go early because he can box a little bit. I've seen him boxing, and he's getting better every month. So Tommy should get to him, and if he doesn't, then Jake should get to him. But I'd like to see a knockout. You know what I mean?
That man's a savage.
I do love me some.
I love him.
That guy right there. All right, yeah. So that was Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, the big man, the 6'9", 200 and whatever, 400 pounds. Who knows?
Planet, man.
Yeah, dude. Fatback, Mr. Fatback. You know what I mean? Mr. Fatback, dude. He was just talking about, I think it's his nephew.
His nephew?
Pretty sure that's who Tommy is his nephew. And how Tommy has way more to lose in this than Jake. And it's true, because Tommy's an actual boxer. I guess theoretically, in Tommy's mind, he needs to fight Arthur Bulgutko.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the end goal, right?
Was he as heavy as him?
Yeah.
As Jake Paul? He's a light heavyweight?
They're all light heavyweight.
Okay.
Yep. And
I can tell you, like, Tyron Woodley wasn't.
no, he was so small.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, though. Everyone with Jake is small. That's the whole thing. There's no human. I guess the first one that was of his weight, but it was still like 6 pounds lighter, was the old guy.
Silva?
Yeah. This is the first time where it's someone in his weight class. Someone, it's all real. It's
because Tyron Woodley fought like 170.
so small.
Yeah.
3 inches shorter than Jake.
That's like 35 pounds less is what his fight weight was. I'm sure he was weighed more for that, but
No good. You know what I mean? It was cool. They generated all that money and all that nonsense and whatnot, but this is the real deal. So you want to play the next one? The next one is going to be, I think, highlights. I think it's highlights of him. But let me see.
I'm not 50, I ain't 40, I ain't an MMA guy. I've been doing this my whole life, and I swear to God, you'll finish come 26th of February.
It looks like it'll be a close fight, in my opinion.
No chance. If it's a close fight, Tommy's retired.
Fury is not a real boxer. Of course he's a real boxer. No chance. He's a professional boxer.
If Tommy loses, he can stay in Saudi Arabia for good.
Saudi Arabia.
Leave him for good.
He can become Cristiano Ronaldo's best pal.
Tommy Fury, second professional fight. And he's a serial loser. Why are you running? Generally goes the distance.
That's that chin up there, right? And he leans back. If you don't take a big step at the front foot, you're not going to get the range.
live a
A
shot.
body shot.
Yeah, live a shot, dude.
Not get too close.
Ref just warning about punches around the back.
Oh my God, bro.
Again.
I mean, he could throw him for sure. Seen zero defensive work. Play the other one. I think. No. There's. Hold on. What is that? It's hard for me to see it.
He's taken the knee, as we say, and all over in the first round. Initiates the action. Going, looking for Binion. Big attack from the opening.
I want to see his defensive work. I mean, everything is just attacking these
Through
boys.
this early onslaught.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all you do is fight bums.
All you do is fight bums.
That's just the way they play the game.
Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Back of the head, baby. It's right to me. Get him in.
Down for a second time, complete. He's happy.
That's a good right hand there from Fury. Game over, man. Game over.
Says enough is enough. Binyenda, I don't think, through tonight. Scott Williams,
Dang, this boy
I'm
can
sure,
throw him, huh?
we'll be hoping that is not the case.
Scraped his eye, I'm assuming.
Some 12 amateur bouts before turning pro.
Yeah, certainly didn't have the and that jab, measuring that distance and gap, and then bringing that elbows. He's
boy.
felt a couple already here, Williams.
Nobody throws nothing at him. I feel like everybody's scared of him, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man, dude. And don't forget to help fund the InfoWar. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Help fund the InfoWar. If you didn't see that on the last clip, it said it right there. All you have to do is scan that QRL code. Donate even $1. Just $1, you know? Small coffee from Speedway. Nothing. All right. So, yeah, dude, what did you think, though? I mean, I feel like he was fighting all bums, but it's like...
He was fighting all bums.
I don't know. I feel like Jake Paul's going to have to, like, be like Mike Tyson in the fight to win. Because he's taller and larger, way longer, like a normal heavyweight.
Light heavyweight?
Light heavyweight. Sure, yeah. But I'm saying, like, in the world of the heavyweights, I've noticed that there seems to be people that are, like, biologically long and tall, and they weigh to whatever. And then there's the Mike Tyson of it. That seems to be so packed with muscle, but he's only like 5'10", 5'11". He shouldn't be in there.
I mean, that's just Mike Tyson, bro.
There's like
not many of those. Like, that's very unusual to have that Mike Tyson type build for a heavyweight.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm surprised.
Because I can't think of anybody else like that. Because Mike Tyson's way smaller than any of them.
All I can think of
He's
though
like my
is
height.
What is Jake gonna do? Because Jake is only like 5'10".
I mean, what I'll give Jake Paul, he could throw.
He needs a peekaboo inside that tall.
I don't know that he does that, dude.
He doesn't do that.
But I don't know that either of them can do that. I just know they both can throw.
That advantage of the length, I feel like, is gonna suck. I've seen him fight no one with that yet.
Didn't Silva have that?
Not really. He's a small person.
I feel like he's long.
Longer, maybe a little bit, but not like this guy. Because Tommy Fury's like 6'2", and Jake Paul's 5'10". Like, Jake Paul is my height.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. And then also, when you look at Tommy Fury, he's not like a gangly 6'2". He's like a muscle.
Yeah. He don't look like Tyson.
Nah.
But Tyson has the advantage because he's a heavyweight, or you can just keep getting heavier.
And he's just better.
Well, I'm saying, like, that is a huge advantage. Like, that's why it doesn't matter at heavyweight near as much. You'll see them fat guys. It's like, well, they don't have a near the limit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just everybody over 205 or whatever.
Just be fat and swing.
Well, it's just like if you're stuck carrying that weight around, it's not as big a deal. Because there's advantages to fat, obviously.
Tons. I mean,
increased energy, all that shit.
Seems to be with him too, especially with the last fight when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder on the last one. It seems to me like he won because he made Deontay really tired by leaning on him. He leaned on his body a lot.
Yep.
And I feel like that's gotta fucking be tiresome as shit.
Yeah, 290, because he was like 290 at that fight.
Heavy as fuck, dude. And you're leaning, and then you hit him, and then you lean all your weight, dude. When someone dead weights on you, that's the heaviest weight. It's the worst weight ever, dude.
That's a big man, 300 pounds almost.
Oh, man. That's crazy. All right, let's move on to the next Savage segment. I thought this one was hilarious, so let me give him a little pre-context before you play it. This is, ladies and gentlemen, was a 2023 New York fashion show. And an exclusivity. Not this one. I love this song, though. That one. Play it for these people. Oh. Take a look, Ozzy.
It's ridiculous.
That's fashion in 2020. Now, that one was good. There was one that I liked. Everyone else.
I mean, I don't really mess with fashion to begin with.
But what about the concept, huh? What about just cultural concepts?
I think it's dumb. Ugh. Because they don't make clothes people wear. No one would wear this stuff. That's why it's done to me. I'm like, this is not fashionable. This is some crazy stuff. This is, if anything you guys call like art. I don't feel like it should be called fashion. You call it like art.
You could see a girl wearing that at Walmart today.
Yeah, but like
you know that's true.
Yeah, but everybody's thinking like, what are you doing when they see it? It's not like everyone's like, yeah, that's hot.
Go to the wheelchair girl. Can you go to the wheelchair girl real quick?
Yeah.
Can we pull her up? I want to see what she's rocking. Ooh, what about that? That you can see that.
I mean, just some pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that one, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that good either. It just looks like a pink blob.
If I was at Marshall's, I could totally see that girl wearing that.
I could see that. It could happen.
That's not too out of control to me, bro.
This one wasn't the most out of control as far as fashion goes because I've seen some out of control stuff before.
I mean, that's just a really average Asian girl. The black girl is overweight. She's obese. She's highly obese. Wait. That's Down syndrome, right?
What?
Is that Down? No. Right there.
I can't tell.
Shh, let's look.
How can you look?
It
looks, but it could just be Asian.
Now, that's a real model. Did you notice they slipped one real model in?
They had to.
Put one real model. And then that's a pregnant woman.
That's a pregnant woman.
So are they showing the fashion off or is it more, are we showing?
Virtue signaling, man. It's
That's
just
what
virtue signaling. I'm just so tired of it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not necessarily tired of it, but I'm asking, is that what we're doing? Are we really displaying different humans? And this isn't about the fashion today.
Yeah, but it's a fashion show.
Or is it like that? Are they like, this is a fashion show and these are our models? These are just the models we chose.
Either way.
If you are honest about it, I like it.
I mean, I don't like it, like, because, like, all right, so, like, sports does this type of stuff all the time, and it's like, that's not what I'm watching it for.
What does sports do? Isn't sports getting gay? I hear sports.
I mean,
doing
they're always doing stuff
like they got rainbow flags on their NFL and stuff now.
I don't know if they're doing all that.
I think they are.
But it's just like that's not what I'm here for. I'm not mad about it, but it's just like it makes me want to watch it less because you're taking away from the product that I intended to see.
Yeah, dude.
So I don't really care what fashion. They can do whatever they want. I'm not a fan of fashion. But
did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a good game. It was a good Super Bowl.
Okay. I heard from a lot of people, a lot of conspiracy talk about it. Like there was a lot of rigmarole at the end. What do you think?
No.
It was full perfect
was,
calls. Perfect calls.
No, it wasn't perfect calls. Like every game, there's bad calls both sides. There wasn't a lot in this game though. I mean, there was like a call at the end, pass interference. The guy said it was pass interference that did it.
The guy who did it?
Yeah, the guy who did it said he did it.
He said, I did it.
Yeah, he said he got beat, so he grabbed his jersey, guy, and it was a defensive pass interference. So, completely accurate. And then it was a close game.
What about Patrick Mahomes?
He crushed it.
He did great?
Yeah.
He did no wrong?
No.
Okay. Did you see his little brother?
No.
I hear he's killing the TikTok game.
Oh, you've showed me him.
I heard he's on the come up, dude.
Yeah.
I hear he'll TikTok on a dead NFL player's grave.
I'm sure they will.
No problem, dude. And he'll go, what? What's the problem? I'm getting more views now this way anyways. People didn't even look at his grave. I hear that, dude. I don't know why. I saw Patrick Mahomes' father. I think Patrick Mahomes is definitely just mixed, but his brother looks so Hispanic.
I mean, his dad was a professional baseball player.
I know. I saw his dad. I'm saying his dad's a black guy. But I'm saying, if you look at his brother looks like la 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 bamba la di da da rinda da chita la rita. Like that, bro.
I'm pretty sure they got the same mom.
I don't know.
I don't know either, though.
They might not have the same dad, though.
I don't research people's like lives outside of what they do.
All right. I just look at photos here and there.
I know you do.
You know what I mean? If I come across a TikTok of Patrick Mahomes' brother in skin-tight Lulu leggings, you know, doing like, I want you back.
The real question is, why is the algorithm giving you that?
Don't know. Pops up, though, here and there. And it did, and it was Patrick Mahomes' brother. So I looked up, and I didn't even know who Patrick Mahomes was because I don't follow football. So I'm like, who's Patrick Mahomes? And then I noticed his face, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's hilarious.
He's literally the best player in the league.
Right. He's good at throwing a ball to other people.
Really well.
The best.
And running.
While
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a guy Interesting. Let's move on to the next segment. So I think the next one. Yeah, let's watch this. Let me get your opinion. Who do you think's in the right? Who do you think's in the wrong?
Shit, that's a Danny G beat.
That's a Danny G beat, bro. Ooh. Two shots.
Sub, dude.
It's kicking for show, dude.
The sub makes such a difference in music. I like turn it off and I'm like, oh, that's what music sounds like without it.
Oh, man. I mean.
So I don't have full context, but I mean, yeah, he looked like he's in the wrong probably.
Yeah, it looks like he comes up to take this girl in the pink, right?
Yeah.
Pistol drawn. And then this blonde woman gives him two.
Yeah, so more than likely he's in the wrong. I mean, I could be wrong and like this is like a movie or something and like that's his daughter and that's like some Russian spy agent that's kidnapped her and he's a CIA agent or something. Who knows? And it could be right, but I really doubt that. So.
Right? And that is definitely not what happened. So what this is though is it is a father. So that's the father of the girl in the pink who's about to go to school. And I don't know the reason why, but he doesn't have like correct visitation rights by his belief of correct. So he was going to steal his daughter, kidnap her.
How's the daughter feel about everything?
Don't know. She didn't seem
what I would want.
As I watched. I mean, let's watch it again. Play it again, dude. Run it back. How does she look scared? She looked cool.
Shit, that's a Danny G beat.
Ah. I don't think the little girl looked too scared.
I couldn't tell.
I mean, the little girl in pink didn't move at all, or like go ah.
So I would need full context to have any real on who's right or wrong, in my opinion. But
Man,
off the video, he's looking like he's losing because he's out here pistols drawn. You know what I'm saying?
The beat really makes it a better video,
doesn't it?
Yeah? Oh man, I think I get 270,000 of those plays. So you know what I mean. All mine, owned. All right, so I don't know. I don't really have an idea. I guess I'd want to know why he doesn't have visitation because
that's what I'm saying. There's so much information I don't have.
That's really the biggest thing to me because if it's like he was homeless and the state took her away, then I mean then I don't believe in that. I think the state has kidnapped at this point. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the situation.
Probably like rights are a little too extrinsic these days because like back in the 1920s, they were to the other way. Like you send your 6-year-old out for a 10-hour work week, you know, or a 10-hour work day, dude.
Yeah.
But like also now it's like if your kid sneezes, they're like take the kid away. So
I know it's crazy.
They gotta find a middle ground.
I know. I mean, I think the state need to get out of people's business.
I don't like the stay in people's business either, then. The stay in people's business. And if you guys don't like the stay in people's business, go ahead and leave it in the comments, all right? Go ahead and jot it down into the comments below about how you feel about the state in people's motherfucking business.
Yeah, I'm pretty anti-regulation.
Yeah, except for I don't like crony capitalism either. So I feel like if you get too much money, then people start doing things where they're like fixing markets. And I don't like that.
I do have this like one belief. It's not that it like exists, but I feel like after an entity gets to a certain size, it has to become something different. That has to be held under certain regulations.
Like what? Like, give me an example.
Like social medias.
Wow, like Twitters?
Yeah.
YouTubes?
Although I think Twitter is how it should be. It's open.
Twitter is good.
Like, but because it's now been fixed. But I mean, the whole Twitter files is exactly what I'm getting at.
All the suppression?
Yeah, like the fact that you're able to actually manipulate our democratic system based on the power that you've gained through money. That now you should be regulated, not like a regular person anymore.
It is interesting.
Because you're infringing on everyone else's rights.
To party.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
have an informed belief and like have your own freedom of thought.
I mean, that is a party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
Especially
could be that. Yeah, that could be what it is.
like if you grew up in what is it, North Korea the bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a party if you get to do a little thinking.
Yeah.
You get to do a little self-thinking, dude.
Yeah, they sneak away to brainstorm.
Dude, have you seen the girl from there that was on Joe Rogan? Something Kim Park, something Park. She's like 80 pounds. She's like, I had to eat rats, and then the rats ate the kids, and the kids ate the rats.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh my God.
Is that an old one or something?
She's got the heavies. Maybe it's old. I don't know. I just saw her on Flagrant.
Oh, okay.
So she's redoing the rounds. But a lot of people speculate that she's like a liar. Like she never really came from that type of like life or something. I don't know.
Very possible.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Either way, to me, she's winning. You know what I mean? She already made it to Big Joe's platform, dude. Ridiculous. Oh, actually, that just reminds me. We have some, I don't even know what you call it, but like questions from the viewers. I think some are like scenarios, some are questions, but I'm going to read them off to you guys because I already said that I wanted you guys to do it, and I was so proud of you for doing it. So I was like, I'm going to read them off. I'm going to read your name off so people know you, and hopefully you grow too. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. But the first one is Master Blaster D's Nuts. He said, would you rather work as a high-level CIA agent, or would you rather work as a high-level cartel member for the Mexican cartel? I like that question. Master Blaster. You go first, bro. Tell them what you think.
Man, it seems like that CIA agent one would be the better one because I get to do the same thing, but with the cover of the government.
Right. But I don't feel like it's any safer. I feel like the CIA agents get murdered too, dude. Like they'll take out their own people. Like
oh
it's
yeah,
nothing.
from the inside, but so with
the cartel. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You're right.
I feel like you definitely live longer as a CIA agent than a cartel member. I feel like your dailies are pretty numbered, especially once you get into the higher levels.
I wish I knew the statistics on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because, like, I mean, think about people like El Chapo's son. He's alive, and he's been arrested twice.
Yeah, but, like, we're not... is that the level we're talking about? Are we talking about would you rather be the guy that runs the CIA or the guy that runs the cartel? Because that's who that guy is.
Because it says as a high level.
Yeah, I'm saying, so, like, that's got to be lower levels than that, right? Or are we talking about the highest?
I'd say you're, like, right-hand man to the highest.
Right. Ooh, this sounds dangerous as fuck. Yeah, I think
for both, right?
Oh no, I feel like you get up there with the CIA. If you didn't try to take, no, I feel like if you get that high in the CIA, you gotta be pretty Gucci.
Like you're dropping bodies.
Yeah, like you're definitely all the way wrapped up in everything the other guy is. So
I'm choosing CIA.
Yeah, I'm going CIA because I don't think I'm gonna survive that cartel one very long. Most of them don't survive very long.
I don't know if that's true. What if we just think that? Because I don't know how many of them is at the top. They only talk about, like, the top people, and then there's people you don't know about. But I'll tell you one thing. I've never met a Mexican who didn't have 6 or 7 brothers or sisters.
I don't know. They probably started out with 10.
That's not that many to lose.
That's 40%.
40%? Is that 40%?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just one Mexican you know. Usually you know 5.
Well, they have lots of kids.
That's what I'm saying. So usually, isn't that who they work with? Their brothers and sisters?
Not necessarily.
I thought it was heavy nepotism in the.
I mean, if you get, I feel like, yeah. I mean, probably once you get up to the top, that's like the whole family thing.
It's all family.
A lot of times.
So it's heavy.
But it wasn't for Chapo.
I thought his son is the one.
No, I meant for him to get into his position of power.
No, he was working with people he was not physically related to. Yes. Of warring cartels, though. We don't know who worked for him. Like, how do we know he doesn't have a nephew Chapo that's just living the best life right now, bro?
I think they do that, too.
He's never been in the news. He's got tigers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't think that's going on?
No, he probably does.
That's going on.
But is that guy? Because he's probably not a high-level cartel member. He's probably just in there.
You wouldn't consider him high level.
No, he probably just gets tons of perks. You know, it's like when the really rich guy got like his son working, and he doesn't make sure not to put him in a good spot because the son don't know shit. You kind of just give him a cush job, that type of thing.
That's where I would want to be in the cartel. A nice cush.
Yeah,
job,
I'd want the
dude.
cush job too. I don't want to be high level. That's way too dangerous.
I want a job where like maybe I just move like digital funds for them. You know what I mean? Like after the coke's sold, I just do a little bloop online and got tigers. That'd be nice.
But if I could be like Gus though, I might pick Gus though. You know, from Breaking
To run it all.
Well, I mean, he's kind of like a high level cartel member of his own cartel. Is it like high level if you're the top, but you're not that big of a cartel?
I mean, yeah.
Comparable?
Yeah, I think so. And I think he was comparable once he had the cook. That was the whole point. That was all they were trying, 200, wasn't it 200 pounds a week?
Yeah, that's a lot of dope.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of dope.
And that's the whole reason why, I don't know, they kind of played it when I watched looking back, I feel like they played it as if there was a moral aspect that he's not allowed to operate without us. But also I feel like they started shooting. Remember, they're shooting people? That was because he's making the money now. Because he's moving 200 pounds without them. So.
Fire.
So which one are you choosing? I chose CIA.
I'm going CIA.
Oh, okay.
It's just more powerful. They move more dope probably too.
I think they move way more dope.
And they don't pay nothing for it.
Ooh, and they get to lock someone up for it.
Yeah. Blame it on someone else. There's just too many advantages there.
All right, so the next one is from Stoner Scooby Snacks. What was your worst mistake you made while high? Good question. Good question.
So many options.
I don't know I feel like
I don't know what the worst one is. I don't feel like I made any terrible ones.
I feel like I made if you guys are interested in increasing the dopamine in your brain, right? For an affordable cost, why don't you make sure that you get it from Kratom Spot? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. KratomSpot.com is the most affordable place to get your Kratom. If you're interested in utilizing Kratom, right? And if you don't use it now, don't start using it. We're not promoting that. But if you like to go to a gas station and waste your money, spend extra bucks, quit doing that and go online and go to KratomSpot.com. All right? Use Kratom Spot. Like a stupid one I made is when I was, I think 20, and I was on morphine pills with Dan Shang, and I passed out while driving and smashed into the car next to me. And I felt like that was a real stupid high move. It was only because I was high. But also, I lied right away, and I said, I put my turning signal on. And it was really, really good moves. And the guy said, no, you didn't. Cop shows up. I said, I put my turning signal on. I didn't even know, but the law states that if you put your turning signal on and the person next to you does not speed up or slow down, it is on that person. Any type of accident that happens in Michigan. So if you throw your turning signal on legally, you can just start veering over, baby. Even if you're asleep.
That's insane.
So he got the ticket. I did not get the ticket. This fat old white man was furious. He was so, and he should have been.
All right, I'm gonna go with it. We're just gonna because most of my bad decisions were like long term being high. We're not gonna go with that type of thing. So I got a good one.
Okay.
All right, so I was like stoned. I was like, this is like in high school. I'm like driving to school. I'm like not moving. Like we're at a standstill at a light, and I like dropped my cigarette. And I just completely stopped worrying about driving to grab my cigarette and just smashed it into the car in front of me.
But you were already parked?
Like foot on the brake. We're at the light.
Why'd you put your foot off the brake?
Because I dropped my cigarette. I was just thinking about my cigarette. Yeah, it was just some high shit. I was just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, oh shit.
I hate that.
Oh yeah. So I'd say that's like from being high, actual in the moment mistake.
Were you late for school?
No, I got there. And I got out of it because dude left and I didn't. So
he just was like, I gotta go.
Yeah. And I was like, I never left the scene of the accident. It's at school.
That's nice. That's very nice. All right.
So no ticket, nothing. Got completely out of that one. So we both did. Both made big mistake. Didn't have no repercussions.
Yeah, I like the answer to that. Hey, I think there's more, though. Pull up the other boys. Nice. All right, this one is from Cocaine Froze XXL. Randy Savagery and OZ were struck with a mutation, X-Men-like. Based on your personalities and regional origins, what kind of mutant would you be? I like that question. Interesting.
I've thought about this before. And I still don't know what my answer is. Let me think some more.
I want to be like Wolverine, but a honey badger.
I mean, with the same exact powers, and you'd just be called the honey badger.
Only I want my like powers to be, I guess, more ferocious than a Wolverine's because I think honey badgers are more ferocious.
But Wolverine's powers have nothing to do with being a Wolverine. Besides that those bones come out of his hand.
Don't you feel like his beast-like, I'm going to talk to you guys today about online-therapy.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I used to have a therapist in IRL out there. I used to have one, and I had her for years, okay? She was very near and dear to my heart and also helped me get through many challenging scenario situations, staying sober, clean, and on the right track. You guys want to know something? Once I found out about online-therapy.com, you know what I did? I picked up the phone. I picked it up and I said, hey, therapist, suck off. All right? Peace. That's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Then I slammed the door. I walked out of there and I never looked back. I love getting my therapy online, and you guys will too. Make sure that you sign up with online-therapy.com. Make sure you tell them that Randy Savagery Show sent them your way. Actions when he fights people is supposed to be in kin to a Wolverine?
No, I think the Wolverine thing is just the claws.
Oh, he's super strong. And he attacks like of a ferocious nature.
It's because he's like 350 years old. Like his superpower is that he regenerates. That's his superpower.
That is his superpower.
And that those things come out of his hand.
That is it.
That's it. Doesn't age.
But you have to admit there is an aura of
he's a
that
savage.
to him.
He's
a savage, dude.
Yeah, he's a savage.
So I guess I want to be a savage.
That's why I was like, so you want to be the same thing, but just the honey badger?
The honey badger, though.
Okay. Wolverine. All right, so let me think for a second.
The honey badger. The lion killer is what they call them.
So maybe you could be the lion killer.
But I could just be the honey badger.
Lion killer sounds pretty dang
It does sound cool, dude.
You're definitely like, rolling with what's his name? Magneto, bro. If you're the lion killer.
Yeah, I'll be the lion killer, but I want to look like me, Wolverine style, but a bit honey badger-ish. Like their coat is like black on top with white around it, so I guess maybe make my hair like that. Everything else Wolverine.
I kind of just want like I feel like what power does Jean Grey have? What would you call that?
Before the Phoenix or after?
After. Because I want that.
I'd call it God. I don't know, because she can't create. It's like destruction of she's got all telepathical power.
That's what I want.
She has all telepathic power of influence. She can they don't really show that a lot as the Phoenix but so you're taken over by the Phoenix though? Are you ruled by the Phoenix? Kind of how the symbiote rules like Venom?
Well, that's like that's like a mutual thing with Venom.
Okay, so no, just like the Phoenix though, it rules you.
No, I don't want that. I just want the power.
All right.
Really, I wanted to say like the Scarlet Witch, but like I guess she is an X-Men.
Yeah, why wouldn't you choose her? She's
I want that one. Well, because I don't think of her as X-Men.
Because she's a god or whatever in your head?
No, because she's really not. She's in X-Men, but she's not a mutant.
Yeah, we looked it up. I was wrong about it. What is she?
She's
a god, right?
She's a witch.
She's a witch. Yeah.
She's
and she's not Magneto's daughter, just stepdaughter.
Like the Scarlet Witch is like foretold in the prophecies in there. Like it's a person that emerges that doesn't have to practice, like doesn't have to use spells or anything. They just have the power.
If I could choose any power, I would choose her power. But I feel like I wouldn't be gifted with that mutation. Because to me, she's the best. Like, she can make you think you're in a mental prison. You know what I mean?
I know, it's fire.
While she's setting you on fire in real life. Like, these type of...
Why can't you pick whatever you want?
Well, I mean, what does it say? It says...
I mean, you picked, like, essentially perfect health. It's essentially what you picked.
I do like perfect.
But, I mean, we obviously don't have it. None of us do.
It's
just very idealistic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To what you want. We started out by talking about your health and your doctor's visit. It's on topic.
It's true. I'll stick
and
with
I
it.
just really feel like I wish I could be magic.
All right.
I'm trying to be Doctor Strange. That'd be fire.
Oh, but which one do you choose? Doctor Strange or her?
Well, I'd pick hers. Hers is way better. She doesn't have to know anything. It's just intrinsic in her.
Yeah, he has to constantly learn.
Yeah.
Is he constantly learning, or does he know everything?
No, he's constantly learning.
He's always in there reading books.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that, though.
I know, that's fire. Like, I like him as a character more than her, but she's got the better power.
Because it's just intrinsic.
It's kind of like Kobe Shaq. Like, Kobe had to get in the lab and get good every day, but Shaq was just like eating Big Macs and just showing up and just dominating.
But he couldn't do what Kobe do.
He could for just not as long.
He could make shots in the beginning?
No, it didn't matter, though. He'd still get the bucket.
I know. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Sour Patch Tits.
Nice.
All right.
I love Sour Patch Kids.
Right.
That's got to be even better.
Right. All right. If you were gifted by Elon Musk with a time machine, but you were only able to go back in time to visit your ancestors or forward in time to visit your descendants, which one would you choose? I like that.
What are you going with?
I'm going with... I feel like I want to go meet my ancestors because I think they are going to be more inspiring to my life, thus maybe springing better offspring. I think if I go forward now, I'll be so disappointed by
what you see,
the Jellyington video game.
Yeah, like how far
integrated.
forward are we going?
It doesn't say. It just says...
Because, like, if we could go forward, like, just, like, one generation or something, I'm doing that because when I come back, I'm going to have learned something about fucking stocks up there. What's crushing it, and I'm putting money in it.
So you're saying you're tricking the system.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going
This
back.
has nothing to do with your descendants.
Yeah.
You're going...
Because that's how I was looking at it. If I can benefit from this, actually, then I have to do that because it's a time machine. I should be, like, in theory.
Well, now that you put it that way, I think I want to go one generation back and do the same thing. Put money down.
You can't, though, can you?
I can put it on my grandpa. You know what I mean? I can go back there, meet him when he's like 21 years
What if
old.
that makes you not exist?
I don't think that works that way. I'd take the risk.
Because I didn't know we could change the past.
I'll come after my mom's born.
Because, like, that's like changing the past. Wow, it's like if you go to the future and then come back and just bet on stocks, you're not really changing the future. You just saw the future.
But now you are changing the outcome of the future, right?
No. Well,
you're about to change it by making a different decision.
There's multiple ways to look at time. Because, like, you could look at time, like a lot of people do, it's linear. You can't change anything. So, like, if you did that and came back, then, like, you always did that and came back. That was just part of what you were always going to do.
Same thing if you go backwards, right?
No,
you were always going to go backwards.
No, because when you come back, things changed.
Yeah.
So, like, the theory is you can't do that in that thing. Like, you could go back and try to change it, but you won't be able to. You already did that. And it failed or whatever. And instead,
then I guess...
And instead, he took the money and he blew it all on cocaine. Blah, blah, blah,
and
blah.
everything's the same.
Yeah, but you come back and it's exactly the same, and you just didn't know that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then I get to see a viewing of him blowing it all on cocaine in the 50s.
Yeah.
He's so fucked, dude.
That sounds like a dope movie.
God, you'd be so pissed, dude. I'd be hitting on the screen. No. All right, so because of that, I'm going forward. I want to make some cash. I want to also do the same thing, bro.
Got to.
I'm trying to bet on a fat NFT before it explodes or something. All right. Next question. Thick Booty Judy. Who would win in a fight, no weapons, against prior Randy Savagery Show guests Pat Shang and Brendan Smallman from the Mixed American episode? I like that, dude. Shouts out to you being a true fan.
Well, sorry, Smalls. I'm going to have to pick Pat.
I think I'm going to have to go Patrick Shang on this one, dude.
I mean, he's bigger.
He weighs more weight.
He's taller too.
Yeah, all right, so yeah.
He's all
so
bigger.
number one, he's bigger, weighs more, taller.
Trains
Every day.
every day.
Yeah. So that was kind of like an easy peasy question, dude. But maybe they just...
It could be a good fight though, but
Yeah, there might be some interesting moments.
yeah, but I mean, I would definitely bet on Shang. You know,
I don't even know.
Overall.
I don't even know what... Because in my mind, I feel like Smallman...
he knows a lot.
It's not even that. I feel like in a fight, you know where he would like really excel is you don't see it coming. He's going to try to take you to the ground and throw you by like a hip check to the ground. But that's going to be bad with him.
Yeah, because Pat's a
he
jiu-jitsu
wants to go
guy.
to the ground.
Yeah, he'd love to.
So that's why I feel like that's going to not work. And then it's bad.
Yeah.
On the ground. Yep. So that's my answer to that one. All right, we got one more. One more, ladies and gentlemen. It says, OD Larry David. All right. Cool. What drug concoction would you choose in order to end your own life? Basically self-assisted suicide, self-administered. Nice one. OD Larry David. I just want to let you know if you need any type of mental health therapy, betterhealth/therapy.com. That's where you need to go, my man. And after seeing your question, you might need to go there. And you can go there. Sign up. Make sure you use my promo code. All right. So I do like this question, though. It just stopped. Oh. No, start over. All right. Last question. I do like it. What do you do? What would I do? I feel like I would want to mix a large amount of LSD with fentanyl. I think a nice fentanyl LSD.
I mean, I think we could just go old school morphine shot, man.
Take a hot morphine shot. I don't like the way it makes my face feel. I don't want to feel that before I die.
You're all the way out. Like, I'm talking instant. I want an instant dosage.
I don't know if it feels like that when you die, though. You never know. Yeah. I'm just saying. Dude, if the last feelings I feel is hot, tingly pins on my face like morphine makes me feel, I'm going to be pissed.
I won't be that mad about that. It could be worse.
Maybe a fat shot of Dilaudid.
Because think of this. What if, like, the LSD is a bad trip, and instead of just feeling some hot pins and needles on your face, you're feeling freaking out fear?
I don't think I will.
But what if you do? Because that's a possibility. Because you pick
with
this, like,
the opiate? With the opiate?
Yeah, that doesn't actually... Yeah, for sure. Still possible.
I feel like it'd be a smooth ride to the other side, dude. I think it would be a psychoactive trip to the other side, dude. All right, maybe not fentanyl, because that's a little forgetful on the way out. Maybe some classic pure heroin with some classic liquid LSD. One
Big
syringe.
on the LSD, huh?
I want the LSD, yes. One syringe mixed. No, 2 separate syringes. Bow, death zone.
No, you should have just mixed it.
What about, have you seen how they have in Europe those things that you just lay in and die?
No.
You've never seen that?
Oh, yeah, I have heard of them. I haven't seen it, though.
That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. It's just, they say it's totally painless. You just go to sleep because it carbon monoxide poisons you. Dope.
Not a bad way.
Not a bad way. So what did you choose in the end, though? Just
The
morphine?
morphine. Yeah,
just one large lethal dose of morphine.
Yeah, I want it to be like, you know, like, let's say there's an afterlife, hypothetically, where you're just like, poop, and then you're like, oh, shit. It's over. You're already there. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, could I OD myself on Kratom?
Maybe if you
Could
had
they
an
do it?
extract, it wouldn't be kratom, but the chemical in there, the morphine one.
So they'd have to isolate whatever that is, whatever
Yeah,
it is
it's
that gets you
it's
ripped
like
up.
1-7 tries. I can't. It's like a morphine. It's very similar to morphine.
Well, maybe I would choose Kratom and LSD. Here's why. That way, I could get my Kratom from kratomspot.com. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, kratomspot.com. If you are in the market for Kratom and you want to stop wasting your money, you want to stop going to this gas station, this head shop. Oh, now the price is up. Oh, you don't have the kind that I like. You want to quit all that? You want to be done with it? You want to throw it away? Well, you can today. And all you need to do is sign up at kratomspot.com. Make sure you use my promo code that is provided down below. And that's the end of the episode. Wrap it up.